Okay, to begin with, now that I'm gonna keep that dropped frames up, by the way, to just so we can watch it, make sure that it sticks where it's supposed to be and it's not doing stupid shit. As you can see, I have done some things as per what the original meaning of the title of my stream was to be, which was It Happened Again. Was not referencing problems with streaming. It was supposed to reference that I have level grinded off stream because I was not satisfied with the state of the archetypes that I had and what their ranks were. So I went and realized that the Spire of Blind Faith was a really, really good place for that. Ugh, and I still have a really chunky cat on my lap. Ugh. I'm gonna change the way I'm seated because he's cutting off blood circulation to my feet. Goodness. Wow. Alright. But yes, I am 12 levels higher than I was Tuesday. And everyone in the party has mastered the rank, like the default archetypes of every class that is available to them. I cannot study the summoner yet. So only Yufa has the summoner, but her summoner is max ranked as well. And everyone else, all the other archetypes, their rank, the first forms of them are done. I'm sorry, I'm like really thrown off after everything that happened. But we keep on. We turn it around. We take control. And we go to academia. Because there's a bunch of new stuff that we can do. First off, we gotta read the information on the summoner. Looks like there's only 2 archetypes left? Which means 2 party members, perhaps? But, this looks like research documents about the summoner archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who summoned otherworldly beings to fight on their behalf. Their souls together formed the power of the summoner. Among them, the Master of Invocations, devotee of the most eldritch of summoning arts, I dub the Devil Summoner. The summoner archetype uses vessels to summon unearthly beings to the battlefield as its servants with a unique form of magic. However, in order to prove their mastery, they must take time and effort to gather servants before true power can be unleashed. Let no summoner forget this truth. So if we can get the vessels, this archetype can use summon magic to call otherworldly creatures. It's strong, but it burns through MP, and it needs those vessels to be useful. Whew. Alright, and also something here changed? Mystical Scroll. A magical formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic, but it's written in a language I can't read. At the end of the document is the word Zitaku. According to Moore, it's a person's name.
Yes.
I was hoping to speak further with you about that. I've recalled something after watching you and your allies in action. That mysterious language used in the formula. It's from the old world.
But then...
So it goes back to the time of that city we found buried beneath the Dragon Temple? Why would the king go out of his way to write in such an archaic language? The king was an avid researcher of magic and its origins. He even funded the Mage Academy from the royal treasury. It's not beyond possibility he would know such a language. And the person whose name is written, they're probably long dead? That I couldn't say for certain. But I did figure something else out. In the front of the name is an alias, or perhaps more of a title. The true seeker is Otaku. Yet another connection to the archetype.
Fascinating.
Intriguing, isn't it? Why is the seeker archetype so important to the royal magic? Does it have powers we have yet to ascertain? How I yearn to decipher the scroll in its entirety. If you come upon any further truths, please examine the scroll again. Okay. Okay, something's going on here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Something's up with my settings. I did do a thing. And I'm hoping that didn't fuck it up. But I keep getting, like, a spike in, like, a frame drop. I'm gonna look at what the fuck's that's all about real quick. It's under display. And we do graphics. We remove. Also, back to display here real quick. Okay, good. That's still all in order. I don't know if that fucked anything. Hopefully not. But there's like these weird spikes. I wonder if it has something to do with the settings in the display that I changed. Huh. I did have 75% on the rendering scale before. That might actually help it. That looks like it's helping it.
Oh.
I do wish to leave this place. I'm so sorry, Freddy. You keep trying to get on the desk. I don't want you on the desk. No, stay down. But yes, I have finished everything that I wanted to do here. Literally, just like everything that I wanted to do here. And so, I'm going to have everybody equip their adept versions that they came with.
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
No, you're okay.
Huh. Perhaps this suits me best.
She doesn't have one, and she doesn't have one, but that's fine. And everybody has, like, their best armor that they can have on. And so on and so forth. But we are gonna leave this dungeon.
Hey!
It's gonna be night soon. We can't take the runner out in the dark. Oh my god, Freddy. So, should we call it a day and head back? Yes, let's return to town. Should we go back to the city and have a nice dinner? Yes.
Right?
Tired, huh? Let's think about what to eat. Is there a way to, like... Wait. Back to the Virga Island Tavern. Ugh. It's a good thing we were able to convince the Magnus brothers to stay on the island.
Most helpful.
Right, right. That's all the same. Okay, nothing new there, dialogue-wise.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I have to talk to a couple of, quest holders. Ooh, hey, thank you! I also have a lot of money and a lot of magla.
Well then.
How can it be?
I'm sorry, Barden. I'm gonna have to hold off on that again.
What now?
I'm gonna mess with something. Okay, VSync being turned off. Okay, yeah, frame rate limit is 60. That should help.
The heat is trying. But 'tis the god's will.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh, welcome back! My sister returned safely just before you arrived.
What?
Huh? She got here awfully fast. She's quite familiar with the currents that swirl around these seas, it seems. Anyway, as promised, here's your reward. Okay, thank goodness we still got that. Oh, my volume is on. There seems to be a bit of latency caused by the frame drops, but you know, or that may just be my phone, though. That's a lot of money, thank you. I have a lot of money, though.
All right.
More courage that I don't need that much right now. Never imagined she'd still be alive, but I'm thrilled to be wrong. It really is fortunate she's back, safe and sound.
Hey.
You should try to talk to her again about pulling stunts like this. It can't be good for your heart when she does this, right? You're not wrong. My sister is a hopeless fool, a perpetually selfish brat, and entirely bereft of common sense. It's a shame she's so damnably adorable.
Huh?
What? You see the way her eyes light up when she talks about monsters? She's been that way since we were kids. When she looks at me like that, I can't be angry. But this time really pushed me to my limits. I'll have to train harder so I can be the one to protect her. Suddenly it all makes sense why she is the way she is.
Oh, I am grateful.
Now, excuse me, but I must continue my physical training. You people are our saviors, and I pray that you'll have good luck throughout your journey. I'm about to kick Freddy out of the room. We got a reward, and nobody got hurt. So I know I shouldn't complain, but those two are a pain in the butt. Let's just hope they're done causing problems.
The heat is trying, but 'tis the god's will.
Man,
What now?
just looks like it's still stuttering on my view. Granted, it's on my phone, and my phone fucking sucks, but... Full screen? Maybe? $1920 by 1080. Holy, it did not like that, though. Like, all my shit is scooted over to the side, which is not good. I don't want it to do that. Oh, yeah, that scooted everything back over. Oh, did it crash? Please don't crash. Ay, ay, ay. It's definitely not happy with me fucking with settings. Let me fucking go back to the correct... It's 1920 by 1440. That's what my monitor is. That's still... No, it's not. Oh shit, I'm so sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this. Everything was like kind of fine, but I was not happy with the way it was, and I feel like I'm making things worse. Hold on. No, I should leave it at 60. The menu looks fine.
Trying, but 'tis the god's will.
Man, I wish I could see what this looked like. Not like, you know.
The heat is trying.
You know what I
but
mean.
'tis the god's will.
Like, it feels like I'm still lagging. Like, I don't know what the fuck the variable frame rate thing is doing, but something is happening. I just wish I knew
The
what.
heat is trying, but 'tis the god's will.
You know? Just let me know if things are stuttering, because for whatever reason, I just can't. My phone's not accurate enough or
Heat is
something.
Trying, but 'tis the god's will.
I would prefer if you didn't open the app, but I suppose the phone's not working. Anyway, the child, well, the child, but the big cat wants out of the room, so let me free him, and I'll be back.
The heat is trying, but 'tis the god's will. The heat is trying, but 'tis the god's will.
How many times are they gonna say that? The heat is trying, but it is the god's will. Is there any other requests that I have completed? No.
The heat is trying, but 'tis the god's
Stop!
will.
They keep saying that. I'm losing frames, dude. Like, really badly. Why is that happening? I need to know. I really, really would love to know. Okay, give me a second. Okay. There seems to be a sale. I'm keeping that thing on, though.
Hey, mister.
You!
Ah,
You selling for— Ooh! I can afford all of those. I don't know if that means that I can perform the experiments for them, but... perhaps?
Hey, mister.
Holy shit, guys. Fucking today... It's been... Today... At the start of this stream was rough.
Rather hot and
Hello, what are you selling? Oh. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I bought all those masks. Maybe I should have VSync
Why
on.
not?
Hotter than how far
Oi there!
Holy shit. The emotional roller coaster that has been trying to get my stream to work. Let's check the runner.
This is...
That's good. And let's head to the last thing that we can do, and then I'm just gonna do...
Ah, capital. Everyone's here. Now then.
Yeah, we are going to...
There's a rest there, I
We're
think.
gonna get there at the heat still for the trial of Malnova? I don't know about that. Maybe I will hang out with Bard.
Farewell.
I don't want to go there in the heat. Because I want the extra turns. Hold on.
Alright then.
World map.
Where to?
Where is he?
Let's
There,
go.
he's at the gate. Whew.
Damn it all. I'm just incredulous.
You've come.
Ah, you're here. Glad you're well. I'll be frank with you. There's been an incident. Thankfully, nobody died, but they surely could have. So I know the crafty fellow who did it. Wouldn't confess even if we backed him into a corner. So I'm thinking of striking a deal with him. But you know, the thing is, I'm not very skilled at negotiating. Just be yourself. I convinced Barton with my eloquence.
What?
Be yourself, you say? And what, just face the problem head on, like there's nothing to be afraid of? Just be honest to a fault? It certainly seems far better thing than working out some plan. I can only be myself, after all. Gotta play the hand I was dealt.
Thank you.
Many thanks, Tease, Bubby. Would you come with me? Of course. Of course
Thank
I'll
you,
come
Trudy.
with you. I thank you for being here. I've made up my mind now. Come on. I think I fixed it, guys.
Listen to me.
Listen, all of ye. Someone here set fire to the administration building. We managed to put it out before anyone got hurt. But this is
You
treason.
hear me?
The traitor should come forward immediately. Oh, I don't know about doing that. Did you want to become a governor so badly you would go this far, Sir Gastro?
What?
Surely you don't mean to say that I'm the one behind this.
I know who it was.
Oh, I'm done listening to ye and all your denials. Take him away. Sirs, isn't it obvious? The fire is Barden's own plot?
So?
Yes, Barden, your own position is safe if you have a scapegoat. How uncharacteristically intelligent of you.
What did you say?
What are you saying now?
Listen to me.
My fellow townspeople, will you go on never questioning this man? Look what happened to your town under his rule.
Seriously.
Guards are treating you like prisoners, spying on you, reporting on you. Is this place your town or
Let's do
theirs?
this.
Furthermore, is this man in any way fit to govern? I propose we hold a vote and decide once and for all.
Huh?
Vote? Is that where we decide who's governor?
No, I see.
Such a thing can't possibly be done with integrity. I won't allow it. Oh, yes, you will! The people should decide. Just like with the king! Aha, well, that fellow is certainly all for it, even though I assume you hate the idea. For myself, I think a vote will speak volumes. It will reveal to all here that you are the dangerous one, not I. Shut up, you conniving cur. Stay
Wait.
calm.
What?
Ugh, I hear you.
I haven't a choice.
Fine. However, anyone who cheats will have the hell slapped into them.
Am I understood?
You all understand that? I'm keeping a watchful eye. Don't forget it.
You're a great help indeed.
I thank ye. I nearly forgot myself back there. I must say, everyone seems so frightened of me. Even the wee ones. They're even more sacred than when... sacred. They are, but they're even more scared than when I thought I was a phantasm. God, the way they look at me.
Got to say,
Hey, Spubby, tell me true. Have I erred when it comes to my methods? I'm leaning towards yes. May very well have. But whatever should I have done instead? I thought they'd understand my reasons soon enough. I wasn't monitoring them out of contempt. I'll tell you something. I've no choice but to hope they'll come around. My duty is to protect the Weans from rampant villainy. Let's think of another strategy. There must be another strategy. Let's find one together. Sincerity is always touching. Thank you much for being so thoughtful despite having your own business to contend with. Hope I can always count on you for the best advice.
Still, though.
The vote will be held soon by the looks of things. I can't lose. I must protect the town. I say this as your comrade as well. I can feel Barden's firm resolve and deep faith in me.
I wish I had better tidings for you.
Alright. Ooh, that's actually really helpful! More skills can now be inherited by the commander lineage in academia due to the effects of Scion's merit. The chances of successfully escaping a squad battle have increased due to the effects of Escape Artist. Worry not. I became governor by forever striving to fulfill everyone's expectations. And that's how it should be. I parted with Barden, who had a grim look on his face. Back to the Virga Island Tavern. Okay, Alonso. I should talk to him. Followers. I mean, I should rank up Juna, but I think Alonso rank 5 would be pretty good. Oh my god, I think it's actually behaving, guys. Holy shit. Hey, Alonso. Are you not in the midst of a tournament right now? Well, nothing about you surprises me anymore, no matter how bizarre. I've been waiting for you. Listen carefully. I'm putting a major new plan into motion. What kind of plan? Great. Come with me.
Understand?
I've discovered something interesting. The landowner controls all the trade in the settlements around my village, so his valet often comes through the town.
Apparently.
However, I heard the landowner himself will be present for the next inspection. And that's when I plan to nab him. Are you going to kill him?
What?
Are you planning to kill him? Oh, nothing of the sort. I just want to have a little chat.
Well.
But it would be near impossible to catch him if they come via a busy open street. I'll force them down the forest path where there'll be no witnesses. I've spread rumors about humans appearing on village roads for that express purpose. The men guarding him won't be an issue either. I'll lie in wait along the forest path and call out to him.
And then?
And I'd like for you to accompany me there as well. Of course.
Yeah.
It sounds like you'll need me.
Thank you.
I didn't expect you to agree so quickly. Thank you.
I'm...
We will change things. This world of greedy pigs gorging themselves on riches will come to an end. How?
Seriously?
What is your plan exactly? A long time ago, my mother brought home a weak sapling she'd found. The tree was practically dying, but it still bore a small fruit, and with it, seeds. My mother planted them and gave away the new saplings to our neighbors. Before long, there was an orchard in one corner of our village. The mere sight of it was breathtaking. My mother refused any credit. She said the tree itself wanted to grow, wanted to bear fruit. That's when I realized. Perhaps we all have something we'd like to see come to fruition. Within all of us, there's a seed of virtue waiting to blossom.
It's fine.
That's what I'm betting on. So, make sure you go out and change the world. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
I'd expect no less from the future king I went all in on.
I implore
May
you.
this seed grow into a large tree under which many gather. Hey, we're cultivating the future, huh? I can sense Alonso's resolve behind his grin and his high expectations of me.
You're all I have left in this world.
Oh, jeez. That's kind of scary. Don't say that.
Understand?
I can use my network to arrange which afternoon the inspection occurs. Let me know soon. I'll be waiting.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay.
Speaking of which,
Since we've got some time, I think this is actually the same.
most helpful.
But yeah, we're like, oh, we can't
Well,
leave
then.
yet.
All right then.
Let's go to the Gauntlet Runner. And make our way to do the side quest. Surely, right? It won't be a heat wave when we get over there.
Now then.
This place.
Why? Is it just always gonna be a heat wave? Oh my god, it is. It's just always a heat wave there. Okay.
Tis something.
We might fill a request there.
This is the site of Yuva's trial. I apologize for taking up your time like this, but I simply must take this trial. I must get stronger. You've got nothing to be sorry for, love. We're friends. Helping each other's what we do. Whatever it takes, we'll knock this trial out together.
I should very much like to
Very
go
well
there.
then. I'm counting on your help, everyone.
Yeah, but
Here? The weather seems pretty bad here today. Might hit delays, so maybe we should get our fortune told.
it's your call.
Have to make camp for tonight, but we'll arrive tomorrow. The question is, can we make it back by tomorrow night? Just leave it to me, so long as you don't go dragging your feet. Of course. Let's go.
Great. Let's move out.
Okay, here we go. Don't forget, stay alert until we get there.
What to pick?
Alright, let's cook a meal. I specifically would like to... Okay. We don't have coney meat. I guess I could make more of this.
Let's check.
Skip that. Hey, look at my royal virtues. My imagination is close to ranking up. Do we have a wisdom anywhere? It doesn't look like it. No. We'll raise our imagination by meditating with Yufa.
But then actually, I'm very...
Let's do that. I think I hear wolves howling in the distance, but there's no way they could be so near the Gauntlet Runner, could they? Also, they wouldn't be in the middle of the ocean. Clear away your thoughts.
May I?
During meditation, you must do naught but feel yourself where you are, in this time and place, and accept it. No matter what you hear, just listen. Let things be as they are. Abandon yourself to the great flow of everything. I should try to do what Yufa is telling me. Let things be as they are, but how? Breathe deeply. I'm going to try breathing deeply. I feel like I'm gazing down at myself and all that surrounds me from high above the ground. I feel like my imagination has increased since I was able to come out of my shell and broaden my horizons.
Now then.
That is a successful meditation. Thank you for making my imagination revolutionary, Yufa.
Imagination.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
Farewell.
It seems you've relaxed a little, so let's keep this up a bit longer, shall we? Yeah, I think I can get rid of the dropped frames counter, because it's not jumping everywhere, which was the other... Literally right as I pressed the button. I mean, they're not jumping everywhere, but they went in the red for a little bit. I continued to meditate with Yufa for a while. The fuck was that?
Nura speaking.
I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
As the sunset stretches the Gauntlet Runner's shadow across the water, they arrive at the prismatic sea. Yet somehow, the sailors have never found an unimpeachable source, and the party was about to understand why.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip your dialogue more. Oh my god.
So pretty.
I've never seen so much red in the sky. It's like it's on fire. The setting sun is akin to a streak of crimson ink, bleeding its color into the sky and sea alike. Well, I'll be damned, Stroll. I didn't know you were such a poet. Isn't that surprising, Zbubby? He was raised well.
Hey.
His parents gave him a good upbringing.
Oh, right.
I suppose that's true, yeah?
Be that as it may.
being mean. I wasn't scrutinizing it, so it started to be rude. Our problems feel so trivial when faced with the true sublimity of the natural world. It almost makes you want to scream, doesn't it?
Hmm?
Huh? Now you've lost me. It does make me want to scream.
But
Juna, don't you feel the urge to sing when you see something such as this? Well, I suppose. There are moments when I feel like I just want to express my feelings with a song.
Oh my.
Wait, was this your way of requesting a
A
performance?
special little number.
Well, then I must oblige. But this sea air isn't great on my vocal cords, so I'll keep it short. I feel a newfound wisdom as I enjoy Juna's singing amidst the gorgeous view.
All right.
Why am I losing frames now, huh? Here, I've captured the moment to paper. Quite the evocative piece, if I'd say so myself. It's almost as though you could still hear the young miss singing, isn't it? Prismatic sea drawing. I'll give this to Maria later and tell her about what I saw.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at an encampment, and sensing no imminent threats, they breathe a collective sigh of relief. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
So we'll be just showing up during the heat anyway.
All right then.
New memorandum. Prismatic sea. A phenomenon visible in the sea by Virga Island. Because of the clean air, the sun seems to gleam brighter as it sinks to the horizon. Though the carmine sky and lilac clouds hanging overhead are a familiar sight to local Mistari, travelers seeing it for the first time say it inspires both breathless awe and a certain fear of the pagan gods said to rule this domain. Oh boy, why are we dropping frames now?
What now?
Let me check something. Alright, we can up my
All right.
eloquence some more, because that seems to be the one that's lagging behind. Let's do that. Yes. Let's listen to Juna sing.
Faraway sky.
I love this, singing in nature. The stage is great and all, but out here I'm free to sing all for myself and as much as I want.
Hey, hey.
Hey, which do you prefer? My singing on stage or my singing here now? You're singing now. Songs where I can relax and let my hair down have their charm too, don't they? Not to mention how rare they are.
All right.
The correct response. Woo! Look at all that eloquence. Regardless, you do realize how fortunate you are to hear either, don't you? The richest elites could pay me all the money in the world, and I still wouldn't let them hear me singing for myself this way.
You got it?
I feel like singing a bit more today. Come join me. I'll even sing your favorite song. I listened to Juna sing for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
What to pick?
Alright. We keep on.
What's this? All right then.
Huh. Nobody wants to do anything. I guess I could plant something or pray, or I can't plant anything. Pray, I could... Let's fish. Oh, that's the watchtower. That's not where I want to go.
Oh, jeez. Understood.
The truth is,
Let's do worm bait. Sway with the waves.
the fight is on.
Aww. Give me a second. Okay, so swaying with the waves is not the correct one. I have to think like a fish. I think that's the correct one. But somebody was asking me something, and I just wanted to respond.
Here we go. Then
He's not
The
happy
land
that we
of
didn't catch
ceremony
anything.
rises over the water's horizon. The sun blazes down on the island year-round, giving way to scorching heat. Coming here eventually came to have ceremonial significance.
No matter
As
what day it
monsters
was
who could
going to
survive
be a
these
heat wave.
conditions
I
boast
got you. I
extraordinary
understand.
strength. Not even thieves dare to come near this mausoleum. The party rouses their spirits and steps inside.
Ugh.
Oh,
Behold, the land of ceremony. This is my first time stepping within it.
now then,
We should make our way towards the inner area, correct? Ideni said we should be prepared for a fight. He also said we could have what treasure we find. We probably won't be back, so we should take him up on it.
all right.
Yeah, this is more than a fair trade. So don't give me that, oh, I must apologize for being such a great burden line, Yufa. Huh? How did you read my very thoughts? You wear them on your face, love. Bit of an open book. I can see why your brother worries.
Hail!
Not to dampen this spirited chat, but we have no idea what lies ahead. Best to stay sharp from here on.
Leave it to us.
Zbubby, lead the way. Just a second, I sent something. Oh my god, it's another relic!
So hey,
Let's fucking go! Anyway, item. Land of Ceremony Trial.
Want in on this? Just between us.
Okay. Fire attacks are effective. Attack from a distance and avoid using wind. Okay, so fire, and we gotta be back row characters. That's what I'm learning. Several people could be... the wizard. I don't actually know if Commander is back row or front row. I guess he could be either. But he naturally uses, yeah, ice.
The
I think I
battlefield
could
is mine to
be
conduct.
him. Excuse me, and do it from the back row? Holy shit. Have him be...
The power of life
Cleric.
itself is in my hands.
She can stay masked dancer and just be in the back row. You should be the gunner.
reel and run, but my shots will fly true.
And then Hulkenberg. We'll make the wizard.
I shall show you what true magic is.
Or maybe she should be cleric since she was already working on that.
Oh, healing power, grant us solace.
And he was already working on wizard.
Who needs igniters? I'll show you magic. You can trust in me.
Leave it to me.
Alright, now to mess with all of our inherited skills. Okay, so we have Mataru Kaja, which means we should have Maraku Kaja. We should have... Fiery
Alright.
Strike. And Flame
Alright.
Vanguard. We should have... Infernal Vortex. Probably do Medi and then Battle Cry. Patron Healer's Insight work. You should have... Sleep and Hex. She should have... Maybe Makarakarn? Strike Dodge is really good, though. Hold on. They don't have Wind Dodge. No, let's give her Magic Circle. And then she has inheritable skills. The inheritable skill in question should be... Magic Circle.
Alright.
I should also
Now, where was I?
see if I can't do any experiments.
I've been waiting.
Okay, no new masks. Ooh. Duskbone Knight. Flaming Mane. Lava Beast. I need Talisman of the War God. Gravelord. Dark magic that can insta-kill. Okay. So now I just need a Talisman of the War God. And she'll have almost all of the summons that she can use. That's pretty great.
Oh,
Yes.
you'll come.
I don't think Yufa has a fire skill unless it's a fusion attack. Which is the only thing.
Okay then. Let's go.
Alright.
Please, take care.
But even I know what awaits us in these halls. Everyone, please, be careful.
Leave it to me.
Have no fear. We will deliver you safely to your trial. A lot of empty rooms. Oh, Melancholia.
There. All right. Come on. Let's push through. All right. How's that? Come on. All right. How's that? Charging in.
Would seem we've won the day.
There we go.
Everyone all right?
Can't open that door.
Hey, you.
We shall serve as the trial's witnesses. The magla shrouding this place will only grow deeper as you descend into the lower levels. Within those depths, you will meet skeletal monsters, reanimated by magla. Lances and swords will have little effect on their kind. We encountered skeletal foes in the Grand Cathedral, right? Maybe we can defeat these in the same way. It will be a grueling trial. Lady Yufa, please be cautious. Okay.
Oh.
Is it just me, or is it getting darker? I'm not sure where I'm going.
Spotted.
Oh, it's these things.
There they are. Let's push through. Time for some close combat.
Ow.
Charging in. I have you.
There's an end to that.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Another Melancholia.
They saw us! On your toes, everyone!
I see you. Time for some close combat.
Ouch.
That's one more thing we don't have to worry about.
Right there. Do it. How's that? I'm right here. Take this.
Why are there so many?
Care of the crystal, I believe.
Oh, that's not half bad.
What now?
Oh. What does 50% look like? Honestly, that doesn't look bad. It doesn't appear to have fixed the weird stutter, though, so maybe I won't have that. Well, am I lagging?
There they are.
You're weak against this. Do it again!
I can go back up? What? Why?
Here.
Rather old place, isn't it? I wonder how far back this trial goes in Mystari history. Time for curiosity is later. Our enemies will not afford us the luxury. Oh, hello. Oh boy, another Melancholia crystal!
Charging in. Forward.
I have you. There's an end to that.
There we go.
We found
I
something.
love it!
There's the divine elixir. And just a bunch more doors that don't open. So this is just like a whole process. Goodness. Navigating our way through here is going to be interesting. So this goes back down. And this is not the way we came from.
Hey!
It's getting even darker. I can hardly see in front of me.
Careful!
Tread carefully. We should expect an ambush in a darkness like this.
There they are.
You hit him right in the weak spot!
How's that? Let's push through.
It's too late.
All right. How's that? Right there.
Okay, this should be... There we go.
That's the end of that.
No, the in-game stutter is still
see
occurring.
They saw us.
Okay,
What
is
now?
that because of VSync?
Damn, they're onto us. They noticed us. On your
No,
guard.
it doesn't seem to be.
Still need your beauty sleep after this? Hmm? Oh no. Looks like they found us.
Blew itself up again. Oh, this opens some doors. Oh, which doors? A lot, seemingly.
Oh there!
Past this point, the influence of Magla becomes more pronounced. A profound darkness consumes the area and will hinder your progress. You should not linger within this place for too long. I pray for your success in this trial.
What now?
Okay. Well, I'm still messing with some settings, so give me a second. Borderless again. Am I experiencing stutter? I am still experiencing stutter. That did not
What now?
resolve the issue. I don't know what's going on. If nothing I do makes it stop doing that, then I suppose I just won't change them. It's not procuring a solution. What this? Oh! I know what it is, it's the relic!
Take it and move
That's
on.
why it was highlighted. A mossy pillar. I found a strangely shaped pebble. It radiates a mysterious light from within.
Okay, so
I wonder, this has got to be one of those relics that Nearest wanted, right? When we get out of here, let's show up to him and see what he thinks. The stone might be a relic, just as Gallica says. I'll bring it with me and have Nearest take a look at it. I've been down this way before? Or have I not?
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
I don't think I have. Or I have, sort of.
Charging in.
I see you! That was brilliant.
Would seem we've won the day.
Another talisman. Ooh!
We found something.
Our risk pays off.
Ooh! That's a pretty good item.
I see the enemy.
Push through. Forward.
Now, excuse you.
and that's the end of
Woo!
They noticed us.
Right there.
Do it. How's that? Charging in.
How the hell?
Forward.
That should finish it, I think.
My archetype's abilities feel stronger.
Calm minds will win the day. Heal
And
if
there
you
we go.
must.
Oh, there's a guy in here.
Cat.
You'll be okay without healing.
Yes, I'll be fine.
This is amazing.
A perfect specimen.
Ooh! Hey, increases fire attack strength. Ain't
What
that
now?
convenient?
Nice!
It's not her best in raw attack damage, but...
What now?
I don't understand. Holy shit, that changed a lot, apparently. Did that make things worse, or did that make things better? I honestly have no idea. You would think it would make things worse, but... Oh, right, those were... Yeah, and I went down. That connects there. So I've not gone down this way. Are we... Nope, we're deeper. Oh, there's a path right there that I can't get to, but should be how I get further up.
Right there. Charging in.
I must do this!
Time for some close combat.
Whoop, there we go.
We attack as
Advance,
fast.
and we'll win this.
Wind should solve this.
Wind, huh?
It's your fate.
What if I just hex shot?
The back come forth, royal soul. Fire! A tough one.
I'll take my fullest power. Come forth now.
There we go.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
A halfway decent result.
Watch out. We've been spotted.
Are you all right? Don't push yourself.
I see the enemy.
You hit him right in the weak spot. Good job.
Good. Okay, that's another melancholia crystal. Does this just loop around then? No, it doesn't. Not quite, at least. Let's take out this melancholia crystal.
Come on, cat! Forward!
Ow.
Time for some close combat.
That's one more thing we don't have to worry about.
Open this treasure chest.
All right.
I love it.
Alright.
What now?
I've been fucking with some settings, but, you know, I've technically been live for way longer than only an hour, so I'm gonna take a break here. I need to stand up, stretch, scream, I don't know. But I'll be back in a little bit. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, this way. There's a melancholia crystal there, but there's also this little room in here. Ah, looks like stairs. Do they go up? They look like they go up. Hey
I
there.
see the enemy. Let's push
You
through.
hit him right in the weak spot. Good job.
Oi, oi. Well, I can open this. And maybe we're in the room with all the treasure? Or we're heading to the room with all the treasure. Oh, hi there.
Well, isn't this a dilemma?
here lies the chamber where you will undergo the trial and acquire the proof you seek. It is impossible to know what form your anxieties will manifest as, but please know that all of us, the chief included, await your safe return. May fortune favor you, Lady Yufa.
Right there.
Fight this. Whoop.
Forward.
Ow.
Time for some close combat.
That ought to do it.
Okay. A gold beetle.
Hey,
I
found something.
really need to go to that guy.
What is this?
I feel something strange ahead. I assume it's the trial itself.
I shall...
Whatever we might face, if I'm together with all of you, I'm not afraid.
There they are.
Excuse me, that's not who I targeted.
Do it again!
Right there.
You don't have much help.
All right. How's that?
Don't go too hard.
I'm fine.
That's one job done.
Can I even game over?
I see the enemy.
Come on!
That worked out. Keep it up.
Your breathing
Time
sounds
for some
great.
close combat.
Be careful.
That's one more thing we don't have to worry about.
Charging in.
Are you well?
I'm good, don't worry about me.
Charging in. Let's push through. Time for some close combat.
There's an end to that.
Ooh! I don't want her to... Well, she's not in a fight, so she can use Medica, it's fine. Ooh. Yeah, there we go.
What now?
I just feel like things are still bugging out. Alright. Let's get these treasures, shall we?
We found some.
Look at that. Whoa, here we go.
Coral mail. That sounds quite strong. Okay, how the... Oh, secret passage. There's gotta be. There's a little tunnel down here, ain't there? Yep.
What an incredible find.
Absolutely marvelous.
Ooh. Okay, let's heal. Or not heal, let's save. Gosh, the drop frames thing. Sorry.
Yep.
Alright.
This is the place.
I can feel it. This is where the trial will be held. Are you prepared? Yes. Let's go. Oh no. That's a human. Is it not? This must be what brother mentioned.
Oh, I see.
Bizarre shape. I see. So the test is to fight this through without being intimidated. Or to fight through this without being intimidated by it.
Leave it to me.
Nothing we aren't used to. If we pool our talents, there is nothing we cannot accomplish.
Everyone.
Yes, I feel that together with all of you, I can do this. Please, lend me some of your strength.
Of course.
Of course, love. Let's go, everyone. That was a weird... Oh, I have to assemble my party. Well, I should bring Juna, and, I'll bring Heisme. I'll bring Heisme.
This is the last of the trials. Let's give this all we've got.
Well, we are experiencing frame droppage, like pretty bad frame droppage. So I actually think... Let me try to wait this out, because I'm decided...
Reel and run, but my shots will fly true.
Alright, thank you, Heisme. Oh, I figured out why it was moving.
Let us clean up this mess.
It wiggles because there's a different symbol for when I'm recording versus when I'm paused in my recording. I see. But also, I think, are we still green?
You think yourself equal to a Ujief's agility?
They're weak to fire. Let's heat
Okay,
this
we
place
know
up.
it's weak to fire, and that's good.
Oh, power of kings!
But can I affect it with any status ailments?
I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for. Watch me!
Alright. Let's try to inflict... no.
Raging fire!
Crimson Flame.
Kidding me!
It's okay. Try this power. Fire!
Fiery Strike.
It wasn't enough?
This is the summoner.
Summon Gargoyle.
It is your turn! That should have worked. His weakness.
It summoned stuff. But what if I just
I'll use what
finish it off?
Mask dancer.
The battlefield is mine to conduct. I won't hold back!
Do Flame
Burn!
Vanguard. That was really fast. Probably because I'm overleveled. Oops.
My power swells forth.
I wonder if what you got earlier could serve as that proof of victory you want. I mean, I'm not seeing anything else you could use.
These bones are aged. Old relics of my fellow countrymen. I wonder how many have fallen here. And what do the trials mean to them? My own deeds merely live in their shadow. Because it was only by chance that I entered my fight.
That's part of your trial.
I'm sure all of this is part of your trial.
Is it? So you're saying that the path which led me here, all my experiences, it was all a trial? There's a favor I might request of you. For my entire life, I have seen myself as an offering. I thought of nothing except that duty. That's why panic took root in me. But at the same time, if my past had been any different, would I have had the strength to defeat that monster? This trial has shown me I am more than an offering. While it revealed my weakness, so too did it reveal my triumph. Now, my only desire is to seek a deeper faith in myself, so that I can go wherever I have decided to go. But while the outside world is still frightening, I'd like you by my side. I know I have room to grow as far as believing in myself, but my belief in you is already as the tallest oak.
Of course I'll stay with you.
Of course. You needn't even ask.
How happy you make me. Finally, I understand. This power which burns within me. That is the proof of victory I truly needed. Only I can know what I might bring to bear. That must be what my brother wanted me to learn. I've made my decision. I will fight for the good of everyone and everything. For all the world. What's this? A handshake? Wait, I see you're offering me the type of handshake practiced by those in the outside world.
Do you not shake hands? I can sense Yufa's trust in me as well as her determination.
The Oracle Priestess, Yufa. Within her dwells the virtue of the Summoner. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Alright!
My heart is aflutter.
Now we can study the Summoner. I will do so because more will rank up with that. I may hold off on all the others, though. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the Summoner from Yufa. I want it to be cheaper to study before I give it to the others. Because I already was like, should I give the Dancer to everybody? But then I realized that the Dancer had a really stupid passive that was super helpful. In which you get a little bit of HP and MP back after the end of a fight, and that counts for battles that aren't squad fights. That's why I had full MP at the start of the stream, despite having none by the end of it. I did not use any items. That's just something the Dancer has as a passive. Is there something wrong?
Is something wrong?
Oh, sorry. It's nothing of import. It's just that for the Mustari, handshakes mean two different things. One meaning is simply trust, which you offer now. And the other meaning is...
She's blushing.
Well... It matters not. Please don't let it worry you. My sincerest appreciation.
My wisdom! Yay! Need to do wisdom, tolerance, and eloquence. My eloquence is getting better.
Now then, I thank you greatly, and may I suggest we turn toward home?
Yeah, let's return to the entrance.
Let's return to the entrance.
It's for the best. Let me look. Go in the door and then let me look. If I got everything, because I don't want to actually leave until I've gotten everything. I don't need to stay. I'm way stronger than everything in here, but I want to know if I got everything. Okay, that looks right. That looks right. And yes. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Oops.
Hey!
Let us return to town.
Got it.
And now I should probably hang out with Juna and Yufo, should opportunities arise.
I'm quite grateful.
I already said it previously, but I would once again like to reiterate my gratitude for aiding me with my task today. These Mustari trials are quite interesting. I suppose it's not rare to mark the transition into adulthood by facing down a scary foe, but this is on a whole nother level. There were so many skeletons about. I suppose many fell there without ever completing their trial. Rather harsh for a rite of passage. Perhaps the island's harsh environments inspired the ritual. They needed warriors hardy enough to withstand the worst of these lands, and made a trial to match. It's a good thing we were able to convince the Magnus brothers to stay on the island until our fake lance is ready. This is the same.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
3 more days until we have to leave.
Well then.
We've also got some new memorandum. Land of Ceremony. An island at the end of an ocean current flowing from Virga Island. The harsh sunlight gives its blazing temperatures year-round. The creatures that have survived its harsh environment boast a strength that puts them at the apex of the island's ecosystems. Most Mustari know better than to approach the island without good reason. However, there is also a tradition of undergoing a trial there to test and prove one's courage. In the depths of the island lies a gravesite, but by all appearances, it's been untouched for some time. And then Scorching Heat. Refers to the rare occurrence when temperatures exceed 35 degrees Celsius around the Virga Island archipelago. One theory says the intense heat is born of the region's magma amplifying sun rays reflected off the water's surface, but details are unknown. This excessive heat is said to induce frenzy in the local monsters. Anyway, follower. Because we don't have any more work. Well, no, we do. Let us first do... Oh, I can't hang out with Nearest right now. Let us first do... Stroll.
Hey.
We've got the lance, and now all we need is the tide. Now to stay busy, so I don't overthink this. Say, have you got some time right now? It's about what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to seek clues about my inheritance, but I freeze before I can take the first step. Let's go!
Oh,
Well,
right.
if you're sure, then I suppose now's a good time as any. My home, the village of Halia. It's on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we could make it there and back before dusk, though I can't help but feel guilt to request it for such a personal matter. With Stroll leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. It doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Traveling here by Gauntlet Runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which way.
Truth is,
You used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that. I know I'll see it someday.
no.
It's been 7 years since that day. Feels like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time.
Huh.
Afterward, I was shuffled between various relatives. Nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, of the burden I had become. I went to the site of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except, I've discovered a letter.
Take this.
There was a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand a fire. I found a box there with a letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's.
Hey.
I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubt this is his will, and I know I must read it, but I'm going to go over there and do just that alone. But would you mind waiting nearby? It's okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
I'm here for you if you need me.
Thanks.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. I waited nearby while Stroll read the will. Well, it's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance.
And?
The will said, family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital. What are we waiting for? Let's head back and find it then.
But...
Yes, but I'm afraid we'll need something a little more specific than the capital. The letter is unfinished. I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous, rampaging human. Try not to let the anger win.
Sorry.
Whenever I think back to that day. My father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed the letter to my beloved son, Leon. I feel only shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose. To repay the debts owed to my parents and my people. So if they would see our house rebuilt...
I'll definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be. A noble of prominence or otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Heliotis with reverence, and once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue, maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined the day would come that I'd come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. I sense Stroll's deepened trust and his determination to confront his destiny. Rank 5!
I must use my nobility for good.
But first things first. I'm sure he entrusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who that might be. Tell me about your father.
That's...
He was a big man, so much that standing next to my mother made her look teeny, but despite his size, he solved his problems with his head. He never treated people as lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grand Trad was able to source fresh fish from Brilhaven, but in Halia, they were a rare feast.
Aha.
Hey, maybe I'm on to something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. That may be our best lead. And I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trad, you help me walk in my father's footsteps. It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get.
This one's important.
Alright. That is a quest! It increases my tolerance. But first, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we're at a good stopping point for today besides.
Let's head back.
Thank you. Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Right. Oh, Juna's a nighttime hangout. Hello there!
Oh-ho!
Hello there, come to check on the progress with the lance. Well, you ought to know I'd never work on it where those brothers could see. So, what's the matter, lad? Wait, have you come across another potential relic? Something like that. I handed Nearest the junk we picked up during our travels.
Well.
Egats, what is this?
Oh.
Oh?
Hey.
Why, hello there, my dear little guest. Such a pleasure to meet you. Is he baby-talking the relics? They never cease to amaze me, no matter how much I study them. These relics use a power that interferes directly with the fundamental elements of matter. Ah, I see. So if we harness the colossal heat generated at that point...
My God, I've got it!
I hear it! By my sainted aunt, I hear it! The whispers of an ancient civilization, their secrets murmured in the hushed reverence. Thank you, Bubby.
Thank you.
Alright. Well, strike me down. There really are all kinds of relics out there. Enough to give me a thunderclap of inspiration even when I'm at a low point. Something on your mind? Huh? If something's bothering you, you want to talk about it? Well, I'm deep in my research. Sometimes this anxiety just overcomes me is all. Start wondering if these happy days of mine might suddenly disappear. You remember I told you about my failed flight test back in my more respectable days. Back when I was still a young man. Or still just a young man. I set out to prove my own flight theory and botched it. Spectacularly. Once I'd healed from the ensuing crash, I was demoted. Chose to adopt another flight plan. And worst of all, the people I'd thought friends and supporters quietly took their leave of me, one by one. Seeing my colleagues change their tune as easily as a coin flips made me realize just how frightening people are. What I fear most, though, is the coward I'd become.
You're right.
After you've been burned, instead of choosing the path of exhilaration and the unknown, you tend to favor the path that's safe, secure, and least risky. That's just growth. But learning to think in new ways is just personal growth, isn't it?
Yes.
Exactly. I'd say staying safe should still be a priority, but don't worry. We've come forward so far together. We won't abandon you for taking a few steps back. Ha! I've grown too timid. Goes to show, can't let old age sour your outlook, huh? Thank you both. Ah, I do love you.
Oh, come on.
Well, glad to hear you're feeling better, right, Smubby? Wow, she really got flustered by that. Oh, she hid? Ah, bless her.
Thanks.
I'm grateful for the encouragement. I feel like I know what it really means to be strong when I'm with you lot. Wish I could have met you lot sooner. Maybe my life would have been more...
I'll do it.
No, perhaps it's better to think of this time gallivanting around with you as my second lease on life. I'll make up for all that wasted youth in no time flat. I can feel Neuros's burning feelings of camaraderie and trust in me. That is a rank 5.
Ah, for the blessings of you.
Woo! Well, there you go! When fighting on deck of the Gauntlet Runner, enemies will now take greater damage at the start of battle due to the effects of Bombastic Bombardier.
The truth is...
Truth be told, the relics are really starting to come together thanks to you. I get the strangest sense that this gadgetry could generate untold levels of power. Something the size of my palm, enough to power 1,000 Gauntlet Runner engines. Even more, I dare say. Once this is complete, not even the stars will feel like such a faraway dream. Though that hinges on you all finding those relics. Well, with that settled, I'm counting on you to bring a new relic for a new flash of inspiration.
This one's important.
Alright.
Now then.
Alright, now that I'm fighting fit again, it's time for some maintenance. Yes, maintenance. You'll be lending me a hand, of course. Yep, can't get out of that. I helped Nearest with maintenance for a while and then left the engine room. We have a lot of Magla.
The age of a new king draws nearer.
No, it just dawned on me. I forgot I gotta study the summoner. I should do that before story stuff happens.
Well then.
Who wants to hang out with me? It's Yufa! Hold on for a sec. Where is... More? He's really far away from me.
Let's go.
Dragon Statue Plaza. Whew. Big yawn. Wait.
Hello there.
My benefit? Oh, it's a divine relic that has been passed down through generations of chiefs, though to describe its power is a challenge. You've met fortune tellers who can predict the weather in other cities, have you? They're descended from a priestly lineage, and I share the same power. In addition, if I use this staff to pray, I'm not yet certain, but I believe I could clear up stormy weather once a day. What? Although again, I've not tested this power extensively, that's why I'd like to use it to aid you if it can. Let me push its limits together. That's tremendous power. Oh my god, I wish I spoke to you earlier. Well, I haven't spent my days training in the service of the gods for nothing. It is, however, extremely taxing, so I hope you would compensate me accordingly. I'm not certain how well it'll work, so I won't require payment for the first time, but next time I'd like an almighty golden stew or 20 marbled bluefin tunas. What? Almighty golden stew is Yufa's specialty dish. Oh, gonna miss her cooking, huh? Well, we could probably get a lot more out of our travels with power like his on our side.
What will you do?
Maybe later.
Sorry.
No. Do not worry, you were not too hasty. I just already did everything that I needed to do, so there's no point in doing it right now. But if there does come a time you'd find my power useful, speak with me again. You shall have my aid if you ask it of me. Well, there's the memorandum for that. Onideni, the head of a family of village leaders, going only by his given name, as he has no surname. He was deeply conflicted when his sister, the priestess Yufa, decided to become a sacrifice for the dragon god, a ritual long held on the island. After the disaster at the Dragon Temple passed, he accepted their faith's true teachings and rejoiced in his sister's newfound purpose in life. Using the power of the divine relic scepter passed down through generations of village chiefs, he is able to clear particular kinds of rough weather for a short period of time. Since the deaths of his parents, including the previous village chief, he has taken over guardianship of his younger sister Yufa, who he cares and worries for. His favorite food is the stew that she makes.
That's the way.
Now, where was I?
Into Academia we go.
Oh.
Let's study it, shall we?
How good of you to come.
Just me, though, because it's 11th out. Well, I have enough to have it for everyone, but it's like, eh.
I see. Fascinating.
The Summoner. This is the archetype you sensed from Yufa's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the shepherd who oversees the threshold between the seen and unseen worlds to beckon supernatural power through.
All right.
11,000 magla is required.
I'm counting on you.
That is the power I seek.
Of course.
Alright. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to earn the right to serve as their master, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the summoner.
Really?
So this is the power of the summoner's soul. I shall call upon otherworldly allies to great effect. A partnership built on mutual trust. I'll borrow their strength wisely.
New skills, new possibilities.
I see.
What? What do you mean? Oh, it doesn't count, but I studied it. I guess it has to be meh. So I have to find two more archetypes? Also, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Does it have any passives? Oh no, it doesn't. Oh my god.
I found new power.
There we go. Oh, that's such a good passive, actually. What the fuck? Protagonist mastery has resulted in continued growth. Max MP increased by 25. Let's freaking go. But status differential. Enemy attacks in overworld combat will not trigger an enemy advantage in squad battles. That's crazy.
A new ability.
Sweet. Anyway. I was really thinking that I had 25, but I guess not. I had only 22. Actually, hold on. Something that I do want to check. I'll at least see. It's 22 of 25. If I have you study it,
I'm counting.
will it become 23?
Yeah.
The Summoner's Soul. It shall be my honor to escort our new friends from beyond the Pale. We're in this together, as the lord over power that I must become.
A new power to wield.
Real quick. Nope. Doesn't count. Okay. Didn't think it would, but I just wanted to check. Followers. Yufa's boosted, Maria's boosted, Alonso's boosted, Bardon's boosted. Well, it's been a really long time since we've hung out with Maria, but... should I max Maria out? Maybe. But it might help to... Do we keep it balanced or do we max somebody out? That's the question. Maybe Maria should have been done a while ago, I don't know.
Mister?
Let's hang out with Maria.
Mister?
I gave the city ruins drawing to Maria. This picture seems kind of sad. Does no one live in this town anymore? I told Maria about all the memories I made there. I see. So there's really a place like that outside of Grand Trad. I have more of Nereus's drawings. Should I give them to Maria as well? Yes. I gave the Peregrine Falls drawing to Maria. Wow, what a huge river. And that thing, it's a waterfall, right? I'd never seen one of them before. Do waterfalls always have faces under them? I see, so there's really a place like that outside of Grand Trad. Okay. Here's another one. I gave the towering seawall drawing to Maria.
Wow.
Wow, you really walked on the bottom of the sea? The walls are waves. How did you know they weren't going to fall on you? And then the prismatic sea drawing. Wow, the sea is so pretty. Is this really the same sunset that we see in Grand Trad? Oh my god. The Sporco cave drawing.
So pretty.
Oh, what a pretty cave. There's so many flowers. I bet fairies live there, huh? What's that on the walls?
Thank you.
Thank you, mister. I'll ask Miss Fabienne if we can hang them up on the inn's walls. I look at the picture. I stop feeling lonely because I think of you on your journey. And you can come back and look at them too, right?
You know.
I wanted to talk to you too, mister. Is Mr. Nearest there? Do you think he could help me make a sign? Let's go ask him.
Yeah.
Okay, my heart's already beating real fast. I'm a little nervous.
Aha!
Oh, a present you say? And no cheap trinket either, but one that requires my assistance to create. You can help, right? You need the best, so I came to you. Color me intrigued. You've piqued my interest, so I must oblige.
Really?
You really mean it? This design, I believe it's your work, isn't it, young miss? I am thus inspired. Such lively line work and vibrant colors. A truly innovative schematic.
Genius!
My girl, you're quite the budding artisan, aren't you? Are you not? This sign is sure to brighten up even the gloomiest avenues and grayest boulevards. Thank you very much. Ah, yes. I know I've got a fine cut of wood round here that was destined for this purpose. It should be crafted in a way that repels both rain and ravenous bugs alike, yes?
Amazing.
Wow, Mr. Nurse is really helping us. I can't believe it. I'm glad we asked him.
Yeah.
Yup. I really hope Miss Fabienne likes it. I didn't ask her before we started making it. I hope it won't be a bother.
Oh-ho!
Ahoy, young lady! The sign is now ready to astound the people of the city. It should be installed at the optimal angle, so I will need to handle that myself, certainly. To the honeybee!
Let's go!
Hurry, mister! Let's go! I love her. She's so cute. I want to protect her. I feel so bad for her.
Now then.
I'll install the sign now, so step back and leave me space to work.
Wow!
It's so sparkly! An astute observation, little miss, but there's more to this work than good looks. She's built to last as well. I've outdone myself once again, as I'm sure you'll all agree.
Maria!
Have you returned home?
You know.
Look, Miss Fabienne, I asked Mr. Nearest to make this for you. You said the last sign was too old. So, do you like the one we made instead? Maria designed it.
Right.
Maria designed it herself. Oh, Maria, you did this for me?
Thank you.
Of course, I absolutely adore it.
Oh, good.
I'm so glad.
Wonderful.
It's a truly wonderful sign, and so well built, too. It's the perfect way for the inn to greet new guests. Just look at all these smiling faces. If he could see you now, why, he might even shed a tear.
Huh?
Oh no, Miss Fabienne, are you crying? Pay it no mind, dear. The sign is so bright, my eyes are still adjusting.
You all.
Now then, how about a feast? On the house, of course. To thank you for all of this. You will come in and eat, won't you? Oh, of course, of course. It would be quite rude to turn down free drink, would it not?
Oh, good.
I'm glad. Mission complete. Mission make sure everyone's okay was a huge success.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our sign made sure Miss Fabienne is okay, right? She said she liked it, but she was crying. Do people cry even when they're happy? You're right. Miss Fabienne was really happy, huh? Am I just like Papa now? You did a great job.
Oh, yay.
Do you think that makes Papa happy too?
You know.
You know, when you give me pictures of your journey, I'm always surprised. I've never seen anywhere else except for this place in the sky. But your pictures always teach me about so many places on the outside. It makes me really happy and excited to look at them. I want everybody else to have fun too. I want to give that feeling to a lot of people. There's so many people around here that are always crying or getting upset. Everyone is sad, in trouble, and lonely. Both grown-ups and kids. Everyone is suffering, just like I was.
I'll do my best.
But I'm okay now, so I want to make things okay for everybody else too. I can sense Maria's kind determination and the strong trust she has placed in me. Rank 6!
I wonder if Papa is watching.
More skills can now be inherited by the healer lineage in academia due to the effects of Scion's merit. I want to make sure that boy is feeling okay too.
Maria!
Could you come here and help me serve the food? Oh, let's go! I can't wait to eat. After sharing a delicious meal with Maria and the others, I went back with Neuros, who was in a chipper mood. Back to the Virga Island Tavern. I hear a voice. Maybe I should do Brigitte. I can hang out with Juno whenever I want. So long as it's nighttime. An Elden kid. You one of Lady Brigitte's contacts then? I am. I've been assigned to stand guard here. She told me to not let anyone but an Elden kid through. And you're Elden, sure as anything. No reason to turn you away, so come on in, I suppose. Uh-oh. I'm losing frames! The music stopped. I didn't expect you to show up. You hear the criers?
Everyone!
The anti-igniter terrorist hideout has been burnt to the ground. Local village a front for criminal fiends. Torched thanks to the renowned igniter merchant Lady Brigitte Lycon.
At this time!
Those fearmongers cried of the dangers of magic igniters and planned to raid our royal capital Grand Trad once its people were unarmed.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
However, they have been brought to justice through the overwhelming power of magic igniters. 3 cheers for Lady Brigitte. 3 cheers for magic igniters! There you have it. But they're lying. It's my word versus the voice of the country. Even then, you'd believe in me. I didn't do anything. But the people I met then, at the village, they're dead now.
Those people.
They were no anti-igniter group. It was the Sanctus Church, or rather, those who perform its dirty work. They want the world to see that igniters are the only defense they have against the violence around them, and so they set a village ablaze to prove their point. And by taking my dog, they made me a tool in their scheme, making it look like the work of an anti-igniter group. They knew I would set out to slaughter those responsible. Even though you stopped me before anything happened, someone else raised the village and named me responsible.
You get it.
In short, this is a warning. From here on, they'll ask nothing less than total, unquestioning obedience. What will you do? Killing some churchmen won't change anything. Not when the whole institution's rotten. This world is a horrific place, defined by inequality and intolerance. And the ones who shaped it are the wealthy few who sit atop it. In other words, the church.
In those days,
I had friends of my own when I was a child of poverty. Even through all the sludge and mire, we survived together, broke bread together. They all died slow. Starvation or torture took them. The Sanctus Church wheedles the strong and takes from the weak their wealth and their lives. I remember holding their cold bodies in my arms. That's when I decided, from then on, I'd be the one doing the taking. If the weak always die, if they lose everything, then I'd become strong. I'd be on the side that takes. I wouldn't let anyone steal what I had. I swore it. I threw away my heart, threw away my hope, and now I've clawed my way here. Made myself an underling of the same church that killed my friends. And still, even once you climb out of hell, there's only another circle of it waiting for you. It never ends. How far must I fight them? How much must I take from them to ensure they can no longer tear things from my grasp? It'll be your head next, so I'll be the church's slave. I'll be whoever they need me to be. That won't change anything.
But...
Things will never change that way.
Shut up!
Shut up, shut up, shut up! With all you must have been through, how can you live a life like that and still believe in light? In this world? Why do you? Why won't you let me give up? Brigida's vulnerability and her desire to be saved bring pain to my heart. Rank up! Ugh.
Why? Why did you?
Woo! Magma exchange! It seems the exchange rate at the exchange will improve further due to the effects of merchants marked down. Thank you. Zababi, you think of this world you want to create. What do you imagine there? Hope.
Right.
It sounds a country too bright for me. I wish I could have a heart like yours. Strong and beautiful. I calmed Brigida down and waited until she fell asleep before I left the room. Damn.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
There's a letter and a package!
Have a look.
Thank you for the spirit dust!
About the currents.
Eurus's lance will be ready tomorrow, and it seems like the tide has calmed down a bit too. We should be able to set off for Altaberry soon. Considering Fidelio's still on the mend, how about we spend the rest of the day helping people out? Ah, an excellent suggestion. We should repay those who have done so much for us. It wouldn't hurt to have their support in the future, after all.
I too will.
I shall accompany you. In this, I am quite sure that I would be most useful. So, this is our last day on the island.
So?
We need to spend tonight formulating our plans for tomorrow. So if there's something else you wanted to do, let's get it done during the day. Got it? Alright. Yufa's boosted, Alonso's boosted, and Barton's boosted. Probably do Yufa, though.
Just lovely.
It's all right.
Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll arrive in Altaberry all the same. If you have a moment, would you care to saunter around Brylehaven with me? It's a city I've always wanted to see with my own eyes. Of course.
I'm very happy.
Really, that would make me so happy. I'm glad. Let's go. So this is Brylehaven. There's so many foods here which I've never seen on the island. This bone and meat. It's used as a ritual offering, yes? Has the heart been left out to dry somewhere? Miss, I must ask you to refrain from making such unsavory quibbles about our products.
Pardon me?
I apologize. I didn't intend for that to... The last thing I need my customers thinking about is rituals and organs. This is exactly why nobody cares for you, Mistari.
Oh.
Well, now I am regretful. I was rude to the shopkeeper, even if it was just because of my excitement at seeing such interesting wares. Don't worry about it.
Is it true?
I've heard there are all sorts of different people in this city, and that makes it dangerous. But being pagan, I suppose I'm the most different. A frightening prospect. But there are so many kind people, too. Why, at the other place we visited, someone even offered me a special deal on a pail which pours good fortune. That was a scam. That person probably saw you were a traveler and tried to take advantage.
What is it?
What? But maybe it wasn't a pail, but a flower vase? Everything in this town is so different from my own. It's a bit overwhelming, but also such a thrill. The clothes, the food, even the plants are completely foreign to me. And though we're not far from the island, there's this exotic smell in the air. Ah, you smell that? What is it? There's a tinge of sweetness. It makes me nostalgic. I don't notice anything about the smell. It's so rich. There's a complexity to it. It kind of tickles the nose. Shall we try to follow it to its source?
This is the place.
Here we are. It's not very strong, but there's a complex smell. This is a Sanctus church, isn't it? Maybe they use perfume in some sort of ceremony. Are you here to pray? Oh, sorry, but no.
No.
Do you have some business here at the church? We're curious about the smell.
I see.
Ah, I see that the young lady here is Mustari.
Actually...
pleased to meet you. My name is Yufa. This is Zbubby. Is it alright for me to make introductions?
Oh?
Are you perhaps the one I've heard about? The one who's been stirring up a ruckus? Nah, never mind, I shan't pry. I am Hyperic. If you have an interest in Sanctism, I would love to talk further with you. But I'm afraid I haven't the time to do so today. I was just about to escort Ovi here, this child, on her way home. Ovi. I was just praying with Mr. Hyperic. And visiting Mama in the sick room.
Truly?
In the sick room?
Truthfully.
Her mother is very ill. She's currently being cared for at this church. I apologize for leaving so soon after you've traveled so far. I hope you will visit again, whenever you wish. I'll be waiting.
I'll see you again soon.
Oh, sure. Until next time.
See you later.
Bye-bye, Yufa and Zbubby. See you later. Closure. Oh no. Closure, eh? I had to swallow for some reason. I wasn't intending to visit a church, but I'm glad I got to speak with a follower of Sanctism. They're probably using burning incense to cover up the smell of sickness. I wouldn't mind learning more about the Sanctists in general. I'm curious about the differences between them and us. The Mustari, I mean.
Well, now,
Would you mind maybe visiting this place again with me? I admit I prefer not to go inside alone. Of course I will.
Thank you greatly.
Thank you so much. But I'm warning you, I'm going to chant your name while I sleep so that you don't forget this promise. Oh, okay. I'm glad I invited you out. The outside world isn't as harsh toward pagans as I thought it would be. I can sense gratitude and a hint of relief in Yufa's smiling face.
It's strange. Until recently, I lived with such fear.
I am less likely to get anxiety! Let's go! there's something a little off about this church. I might just be imagining things. Oh, I'm sorry. It's gotten quite late. We should start heading back. Alrighty then.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind?
That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just a twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
You sure? 'Cause I remember, once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've never seen you go down like that.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
Something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects.
Don't will that into existence. Do not present me with the possible route that the older small brother is going to die of something. Please don't. He's not as
magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
I don't know. Please don't. I know they're not, like, our allies yet, but I like the two of them. I would be very sad if Fidelio died, or got, like, turned into a monster or something. Please don't let that be a plot. Okay, I usually keep my mouth shut for plot development points, but well, no, I won't mention it, but please do not have him run the risk of turning into a monster. I don't think he'd turn into a human, but please, no. Because there's also the other thing that's been on my mind about Haizme's son regarding the violent uprising that was a bunch of what are they called? What are they called? Why is the term escaping me? Parapus. There was the violent uprising with the Parapus. And, like, it says in the memory thing that the Parapus involved when they woke up were, like, really confused because they didn't really know what happened. I'm wondering if the Parapus are more sensitive. I mean, obviously the Mustaria are more sensitive to detecting Magla, but I wonder if Parapus can be easily manipulated via Magla, and that's why they're because that's something that I'm learning. I still don't really know why the Elden people are prosecuted, but it seems your sensitivity or natural affinity to interacting with Magla in its base state without an igniter seems to be the primary reasoning behind why most of the lesser races are prosecuted. Like, yeah, the Mustari have their religion, but they've also got, like, a bunch of stuff regarding Magla detection and sensing and things like that. I don't know if that extends to all of them, though, because, like, the Ujif are also persecuted, but it's kind of more like they don't look like the others, which could also be applied to the Parapus. But the Ishkia are a good race, as are the, well, good race. One that is on the higher end of the food chain, and they've got wings. And then you have the highest rank of the group of races that exist in the game, which are the Clamar, and they have horns. So it's like, I don't know. Because the Nadia are also, but the Nadia are like, it's like, they're perceived as like tricksters or untrustworthy people. I wonder if it's just because they don't really have like an existing society, their integration with the rest of the races in the game are kind of more like they're a bunch of individuals amongst multiple groups of people. At least that's the vibe that I get regarding the two, Juna and, fuck, I don't remember his name either. God damn it. I hung out with him this stream like an hour ago. Anyway, I don't think it's physical appearance. It's definitely not that. Because if it were, the Clamara and the Ishkia wouldn't be as high rank. It would be the Roag who would be the highest rank, and Eldas wouldn't be at the bottom. Nydia would also be a lot higher as well. It has to be something to do with Magla, something the church has implemented, because a majority of the people within the church are made up of Clamar, Ishkia, and Roag. So there's something up with the church. The Sanctist Church. That's the reasoning. Like, there's something they know that they're, like, applying as, like, a broader whole. Some type of fear that they have to have. We've kind of learned a little bit about why they're afraid of the Mistari, but that has a little bit less to do with them and more to do with what they're protecting and what they worship. The origin of the world and all that. But they do have Magla sensing capabilities, and their whole religion is based off of the fact that one of their people is able to talk to a dragon and you know, fight with it by her side in battle. There's gotta be something. Some sort of sensitivity to Magla that has been either intentionally hidden away or something that's been, like, lost to time and only the... Well, that would be the same thing as being hidden away, in which only, like, the highest people within the Sanctist Church know about it.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Huh. Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh? But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
The only way to get her... The only way to get him to see Rella would be to teleport. That's very risky.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
What if, now, what if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
No problem.
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
That's also really scary to do, to bring Rella here, because what if the church asks her something?
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
If that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
But bringing a high-ranking member of the Sanctist Church to Virga Island is also really risky. It's risky on both sides. It's like, how did we convince her? They'll be like, how the hell did you convince her to come over here? I mean, she hid the fact that she's related to Rella.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
And then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking. Why is she here?
But how are we gonna fucking explain this?
I called for her and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognize the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
See?
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
His legs are almost as long as Fidelio is tall. How the hell is he gonna keep up with him?
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that, you've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
Well, there you have it.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm, and they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh, was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say the King's Shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saints' Day is over.
Oh dear.
I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road, all right?
Understood.
Yes, understood.
Then please, look after Juna.
Ugh, You do know I'm not a child anymore.
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
You spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage! Damn it.
That's exactly what I was saying! He's like twice his height!
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
We sent Rella back to Grand Trad with teleportation magic, avoiding the gaze of the brothers who were fortunately too winded to notice.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it.
Oh my
You don't
goodness.
waste it.
There's another area. I saw it.
Old Del's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you?
Uh-oh.
Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them, though. Often got his head buried in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it.
Well dang, sure, why not?
In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh? Sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember?
You muppet. Why would you call him that?
Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice.
Damn, we're losing frames fast, actually. Hold on. Let's just deal with everything going crazy and dying. Let me... hold on. Oh, what the fuck did that do? I have no idea. I want to fix this while I'm actually live recording. So that way you guys can see the whole thing. I don't know why. I don't know why. It was doing fine earlier and now it's not again, but we're just gonna get to the end of the... We're gonna get to a stopping point.
Pretty words, then. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced. You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del.
You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan.
We could invite Lady Juna over, host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up.
You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
You're raising my mood, Basilio. Thank you.
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that.
You make me sad, Fidelio.
Doesn't matter anyway. A dream is just a dream.
Time marches on.
Alright, let me save, please.
Draws nearer.
Don't present me with so much story and reading. It's literally gonna be unwatchable.
Now then.
Well then, we'll be departing today. What's this I hear about a festival on the island? The islanders all seem to be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
The village wants to show their gratitude to us and wish us a safe journey. Thanks to the tide, I believe we can still make it by the deadline even if we leave tomorrow. The festivities include a sacred rite where a dragon god statue is set alight in a ceremonial bonfire. It's said that if you offer prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Oh, isn't that just marvelous? And who will our dear captain pray with tonight, I wonder? Good question. I'm not gonna worry about that right now, though. I've been live for too long. Yes, please. With that decided, we all helped the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the dragon god was complete, the sun was already down.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to press the skip button, and then we'll just do this tomorrow.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say.
You know, fuck it.
Have you decided on someone?
You.
But... you see... So...
Right.
Sure. Oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna do that, but what the fuck? I apparently answered a bunch of questions correctly. That's very funny. Like, I'm so done. I'm so done with today. Wait, just to be sure. Yes. Get me the fuck out of here. I need to. I just. Ah! That's all.